An emperor who grew up free can manipulate the love for losing Lena. Alert Lucas can see through the colors in others'
Ella
hearts. Has to rely on others
Ability
to survive.
becomes
And
enchantment.
Lena, in the face of adversity, what
He
you
still
have
holds
is the
out
power
hope.
of
The
illusion.
emperor
is a little curious. No,
Can you
started
only
with fire
transform
and
into
water.
objects?
The emperor smiled pale
faintly.
green light condensed in his hands. A breeze gently brushed the ends of Lena's hair. That being the case, maybe see my abilities with your own eyes. You can also simulate similar
Try to
effects.
feel
and control the
Lena
wind. Is still a little
how to
uneasy.
use the power
won't get hurt. The emperor spread his coat on the grass. I patted my legs to lie here. Lena hesitated, still for carefully a moment. Pillow on the emperor's lap. Now relax your body. Feel the power in your body and carefully. I'm going to try and move it a little bit more delicately. Lena closes her eyes and relaxes. Feel the elven power flowing in my body. A faint purple halo appeared around him. However, in the next second, a strong wind suddenly erupted around Lena. The flowers in the garden are rolled up. The branches shook violently. It could be broken at any moment. The garden will be ruined if it goes on like this. Lena is anxious to regain her power. At all. The emperor is his body shaking in the wind. Child, this is the wind you created. And only you can calm him down. Lena looked at the emperor. Try to suppress the panic in your heart. He closes his eyes again. The emperor's guidance. Slowly try to bring the released power back into the body. Died down. Finally, return to peace. Lena finally breathed a sigh of relief. Garden was a mess. What do you do? Must be blamed for making the garden like this. I didn't expect the emperor happily raised him high. My child, you have such a powerful spirit. This is definitely a century, a one-millennium gift. My eldest princess is laughed really amazing. I want to take this garden as a memento of your first practice. Lena froze for a moment on the plane. A bright smile on my face. Lena is having afternoon tea with Cadden in the garden. He noticed something strange. I saw a letter flying towards him at great speed. Fortunately, Cadden used magic to freeze frames in the air. I'm sorry, I didn't grasp the distance of magic transmission envelope. I suddenly lit up. It's a reply from Eve's sister. He said he was going to the palace soon. He picked up his skirt and ran towards his living room. Into a warm embrace at the door. Here I come. The familiar voice made Linnaeus nervous. Why are you here? What the hell is going on? Long time no see. Dale smiled carefully and took it to him so behind I was with Miss Herzl. Came in the same carriage. Lena suddenly understood. Dale sneaked out without telling his dad. It's so far from Dagong Ridge. How can you come alone without saying a word? Even with the Baron's men. What if something happens on the way? Dale's aggrieved explanation. But you suddenly became a princess. I was afraid that you would leave us. Look at his uneasy expression. Although I am a princess, I'm also an Dale suddenly took him into his arms. You are too innocent. The royal family only wants to make you the only princess. I will never take you away. Really, not like that. Lena smiled and assured him. Cadden stepped forward to open the distance for the joy of reunion. Dale looked at Cadden warily. Are you the dragon your father was talking about? You know. The smell of gunpowder between the two was embarrassed to be caught in the middle. I noticed the woman standing by. Long time no see. Sister Eve welcomes you. Baron Kurzel meets Lena again. It was overwhelmed with excitement. The Baron respectfully saluted the invitation. My compliments. After everyone Lena noticed Eve's nervous expression. From time to time, he immediately remembered the curse of the Grand Duke. Brother Dell should avoid it for a while. Go to Dale's ear and whisper to persuade my brother. Why don't you go to the Grand Duke's mansion? Otherwise, you will definitely shrank his neck, but refused to leave. Beating came later, just when Lena was helpless. A warm breath suddenly approached my ears. Uncle, let me handle it. Breathing swept my ears a little itchy and hurried to avoid. Just use teleportation magic to tell Dad. Dale had to reluctantly follow Cadden away. For them to leave. Lena turned to Eve to talk about confirming her status as the eldest child welfare policy advisor. You have received the letter. I want to cooperate jointly with my promote the embossing business. Are slightly embossing is just an ordinary dried flower. Lena smiled. Embossing can be used for envelope decoration. And I asked your Majesty and Papa for advice. This is a valuable welfare program. The Baron questions everything, but except there are others who emboss. It's not his creation. Lena answered calmly. But embossing was first used for packaging decoration. I have studied these embossing but a watch. It can be fixed on the envelope and used as decoration. Accept this offer. The economic situation of the Herzl territory can also be improved in the Herzl area. As someone is willing to participate in the embossing production benefit. And this is a task that even a small child can complete. To teach the children at the orphanage how to make it. Although there is no guarantee of generous profits, the royal family will be the first to promote. Decorations become popular among the children can also participate. Love is not only rewarded through labor. I will be able to support myself when I leave the orphanage has entrusted me with child welfare matters. This matter to the Great Council touching light in my eyes. Her Royal Highness is really thoughtful. Call me uncle. In the early days of this enterprise, Eve's involvement is crucial. After all, this idea originally came from your inspiration. An official invitation. Sister Eve, are you interested in being my exclusive partner mate and a career partner? The clothes are stunned. Immediately burst into a bright smile. I would love to.